Hello, everyone. If Tinubu tells you to good morning, check your time. It might actually be night. If he tells you to sit down, pick race, and if he tells you to run, find mat and lie down. Because it seems as if nothing that Tinubu says is ever factual. There's one thing or the other that goes with it. It's illegitimate government, the same thing. They're always, whether it's propaganda, whether it's this knee-jerk approach to issues, or just saying things, knowing fully well that even if he doesn't do it, there's no integrity, there's nothing like character for him to say, oh, I've said this thing, because I've said this thing, it has to be done. I can't go back on it, or something like that. I've promised these people something. No, that doesn't seem to be anything that, Tinubu is just interested about. What's interested in, of course, is just be in that office and continue to use our collective wealth the way that he wants, to use it. As Sahara reporters have this, of course. Remember a few days ago, was it maybe like a week or so ago, Tinubu had come out with the fact that they were going to sell rice at the rate of 40,000 naira, a bag of rice, 25 kg bag of rice at the rate of 40,000 naira to citizens. Some say whether at one time they were saying whether to civil servants. There was a whole lot of things that were supposed to be done for that rice. Before somebody will get that rice, you have to go and register on some Google, whatever. I'm like, first of all, I made a lot of night. I didn't even talk about it because for me, I don't have time to waste on some issues. I know a lot of Nigerians took that on and said that, okay, somebody wants to go and buy rice, you are expecting them to go and fill this form and all of that. How many people are able to fill form? And for me, like the main people who are hungry don't even have 40,000 naira on ground that they are going to count everything and just buy rice, but you just know that as far as they are concerned, it's all of this knee-jerk approach just to say. But it turns out it's actually even more than that, and this is what Sahara reporters has reported here. It says Nigerian government stops sale of subsidized 50 kg rice to public servant. Here it says it's 50 kg rice, not, I had earlier said 25 kg. It's 50 kg rice. It says in a new directive, Aderonke A. Jayesimi, the Director of Human Resource Manager, stated, I'm directed to refer to our internal circular in the Ministry of 1st August 2024 on the above subject matter and to inform you that the internal circular is hereby withdrawn. The Federal Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs has officially withdrawn its internal circular dated August 1st, 2024 regarding the sale of subsidized rice to public servants. Okay, it was to public servants actually, not to citizens, as if the rest of the citizens, are not human beings. But then you see the date. The date was on 1st. So what did he expect? Because as far as Tinubu is concerned, solution to every problem is rice. Anything that is happening in Nigeria is to bring in one rice or the other. Did he think that because he had done this on that 1st of August, that the people who were protesting were going to stop and not protest? Whether that was his intention, and then when it didn't happen, he said, forget about it, I'm not giving them the rice again, and he has withdrawn that whole thing. Let me continue with the report from Sahara reporters, and he goes on to say, in a new directive, Aderonke A. Jayesimi, the Director of Human Resource Management, stated, I'm directed to refer to our internal circular in the Ministry of 1st August 2024 on the above subject matter and to inform you that the internal circular is hereby withdrawn. The circular, which was addressed to all directors, head of departments and unit heads, further instructed that the contents of this internal circular should be brought to the attention of staff in your respective departments and units for their information and proper guidance. The directive was issued on behalf of the Permanent Secretary with copies sent to the Minister and the Permanent Secretary for further action. The Ministry assured that more information will be provided soon to clarify the situation. Meanwhile, Sahara reporters earlier reported that the Nigerian government had directed the workers to fill a form and purchase the 50 kg bag of rice at 40,000 naira, describing it as a step to alleviate the food crisis in the nation and its effects on Nigerians. The directive was disclosed in a letter from the Federal Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs, which was signed by the Director of Human Resources of the ministry, Jayesimi Abimbola. The letter said all interested staff members were to complete a form on the OHCSF website and submit it to the Director of Human Resources for endorsement. It noted that the payment for and the distribution of the rice will be coordinated by designated offices, while the chairman of the Joint Union Council of the ministry would serve as an observer for transparency reasons in the course of the exercise. It read, as part of the federal government's effort to alleviate the current food crisis in the country and its effects on the general population, I'm directed to inform you that 50 kg bags of rice will be sold at a subsidized rate of 40,000 naira only per bag to interested public servants in Nigeria. For effective implementation, all interested staff are required to complete a Google form on the OHCSF website, and then they gave the link to the website. Print and submit the same to the Director of Human Resource for endorsement. Payment for and distribution of the rice will be coordinated by designated officials, while the chairman, Joint Union Council of the ministry, is required to serve as an observer during the period of the exercise for the purpose of transparency. I thought I just read that. I don't know why Sahara reporters just like repeating their words. To add that each staff member is only entitled to purchase one bag. 2 or more staff may also jointly pay for a bag for sharing amongst themselves. Please bring the content of this circular to the attention of staff in your respective departments unit for information and guidance. The Nigerian government recently said it had created centers across the country. Just hold on a bit, please. Apologies, I was interrupted. Room service, they wanted to find out whether I needed any more things for my fridge. Okay, so back to where I was. The Nigerian government recently said it had created centers across the country where Nigerians could purchase the 50 kg bags of rice for 40,000 naira each. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, said the initiative was one of several initiatives by Bola Tinubu's administration, illegitimate administration, by the way, to ease living conditions for citizens. So now that they have come now, and then they have taken the circular away, saying that, oh no, they are not going to do this. They are no longer interested in alleviating the suffering of the people, or was that alleviation only just merely due to finding a way to stop the protest? I remember someone did 15 different things, analyze the 15 desperate moves that Tinubu had taken to ensure that the protest was stopped. This 10 days protest that Nigerians had embarked upon was not allowed to go on, and one of them was actually this whole rice issue. And then now, of course, we are seeing where they're bringing out a circular to say that no, they're no longer going to do this. It's just the shadiness is so disgusting. When you have people who are already in leadership position, instead of them to better the lives of their people, all they're thinking about is how to deceive their people, how to trick their people, how to put their people down and make sure that their people don't amount to anything. It's really very, very heartbreaking and such, the word I feel is disgust, at this kind of happening, because if one gets to a position of leadership, what you should be thinking about is, how do you make the lives of your people better? That's it. What else? The legacy that you will leave 100 years from after you're dead, people will be talking about you and praying for you, not the one that you forever be cursed in your grave.